And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the General Director of Phuc Long Heritage Corporation, Ms. Patricia Marques.
Before I start, I would like for all of you to take a look at the screen. And as you can see, we have here behind a beautiful tea plantation. And that's where our story started, when we recognized that our brand has much more to do with where tea comes from and where our tea growers produce and how much that impacts our final product. So our story started here, and this is, a style where the transformation leadership started a year ago. Exactly a year ago, I took over this role in this wonderful company with an amazing brand. And we recognize the shift that the consumer had gone through. And we also agree on how impactful the stories were behind the brands. Nowadays, consumers are no longer asking, what do you sell? What is your product? How much it costs? But they want to hear where it comes from, how truthful it is, what does it represent? So that's where our story started. In this transformation, our team got totally immersed in listening to what the consumer wanted. We call this our rejuvenation. And we have gone through this for exactly 1 year now. So we set forth to listen what the consumer wanted, what the consumer expected, and what our team was working on. And all of this truly move us towards this transformation. We call it transformational leadership, and the results have been amazing. Where we lead with the people, we sell stories more than the product, and we have a vision and a mission. Our company started working not only with our customers, but we recognize the importance of being people-centered. The participation of our team members became a huge, huge part of the success that we are now going through. We allow them to express themselves, not only as employees, but as representation of our consumer. So by making sure that they are noticed, that they work with us, that they can express themselves, and they can put that innovation into their daily work, became part of our daily routine. It is now incorporated in our company, and the success has been amazing. So we have commitment of open communication, multiple share, and a community of talent people that work for us, with us, for that consumer. Trust has become the most valuable currency in business, earned through actions and not slogans. Why we say this? We recognize that special offers, rebates, and promotions are no longer the biggest attraction for the consumer. They want us to speak with the truth. They want us to tell them exactly what's going on. Where, in my case, where does tea come from? And we have to demonstrate that. I can think of a trust became part of business probably many, many years ago. And little by little, we started incorporating what we saw. Let me give you an example. I cannot think of somebody we trust more than we walk into a sushi restaurant and the sushi chef in front of you with their bare hands is preparing that bite you're going to have in the next few minutes. I am sure none of you don't trust what you're going to eat, probably because it's all done in front of you. So this became part of the business. And little by little, I believe many companies started transforming and ensured that trust was part of their language. Some years ago, restaurants incorporated the open kitchen, allowing the client, allowing the guest to see how the food is prepared. And this has truly changed the restaurant scene. No one dismisses the importance of how you must trust what you purchase or what you acquire or the service you're paying for. So trust became a huge part of our language. We know purpose is as an ecosystem will make our organization move forward in a different way. And we saw that, we experienced it, and we are living it. So we put courage over comfort, purpose over profit, and from green talk to green proof. These three statements are now guiding lights in our organization. So we say quite a bit, it's okay to make mistakes. And we say this in and out with lightness, when in reality, people are so afraid of making mistakes in organizations. So we started practicing that and making sure that we propose courage over feeling comfortable. It didn't happen overnight, believe me. It was quite difficult to make sure that everybody practiced and everybody felt comfortable with it. But authenticity requires vulnerability and courage, but creates deeper connections and long-term loyalty. And it is a part of your traditional business has become old style, and now we promote being courageous instead of feeling comfortable or staying in a safe place. Purpose over profit. Just now, we were listening to a presentation where we know 50-50 is the split over how much we push for profits versus what we allow our teams to work on. In the marketing department, they know exactly how difficult it is to be pushed for profit. So if we put purpose over profit, we thought profit will come. And again, not easy. We had to make a lot of commitments, but the true leadership of alignment in the business became a success story for us. So we started detailing what the purpose of our business was before talking about the profit that was needed. Marketing worked on amazing campaigns where we all just disclose our products, where we come from, what do we represent, and what are we here for. And finally, from green talk to green proof. I think we are in the time where green is the word. We all want to be ecologically friendly. We all want to be supportive of green businesses. The reality is, I think we talk about green much more than what we do. And that's another finding, a surprise finding we had. We know that the consumer knows very well who is green talking and who is green doing. So there are a couple of very interesting examples of green doing in Vietnam. Small organizations that have been, since the beginning, working towards being green. One of those is, I believe, is Biolac, a Vietnamese wellness and beauty brand that has done an amazing job of not only doing green, but demonstrating what they were doing and how they are progressing. And this was, I would say, the wrap up for our learnings in our rejuvenation process, was leading with empathy and ensuring DEI is part of our business. This is common sense, and common sense probably is not that common anymore. However, we recognize how important both these two are. First, because leading with empathy can transform an organization. Again, I can share an example, like a very, very big tech company who a few years ago was in trouble, was taking over, and the change happened at a very, very fast pace. And all they did was lead with empathy. After 2 years, this company had tripled its value in the market and became an improving organization versus a proving organization. In our case, as we decided to lead and to ensure that our team was part of absolutely every decision we made, leading with empathy was a necessity. You need to listen what your team needs, need to listen what they know and what they don't know, as well as what they need and what they want to learn. So the practice became perfect. And we implemented this, as well as diversity, equality, and integration. If you want to speak to a broader audience, you have to have a sample of that audience in your enterprise. Diversity celebrates differences as the source of innovation and empathy. Equity ensures every individual has the condition to grow, contribute, and lead. And inclusion turns diversity into belongings. And guys, I mean, our transformation has been amazing. The impact that each and every one of our employees, as well as the members of audience that we listen to, our customers, how we involve everybody in this last year has been an incredible journey. A journey that I hope serves as a small example in this time where absolutely technology is taking over the human touch. We went back to very basics. We went to the humanity of empathy. We went to listening to our teams and listening to the consumer. The transformation has been amazing, and I'm sure it's not going to stop here. I truly believe our consumers will become more and more savvy and will be more the voice of what we do in the very near future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Marques. We'd like to invite you to stay on stage. We'd like to present you with a token of appreciation for sharing with us your incredible journey. Thank you very much for your time and insights. And we'd like to invite a representative from the MMA to present Ms. Marques with a token of appreciation. Maybe we can move to the center of the stage a little bit. Let's take a great picture. Yes. Yeah, in the middle of the stage so we can see all the amazing, great faces. Once again, let's have a round of applause for Ms. Marques. Thank you very much, Ms. Tam, as well.